This is my second coin of the day. Well, second decent coin of the day. First one, just let me rewind. I'm at Washburn Park in Caledonia, New York. I've never been here before. It's a big 3 fields, but this is the only field, so I think they mean by corners, and one corner isn't used for baseball because it's probably smaller or whatever. 3 fields here, middle of winter, 21 degrees out, no wind. And let me tell you, I'm wearing muck boots today, no insulation in them, and my toes are about to snap off, and I only did 1 pass. We can't do any of our permissions today because the snow is fairly deep, as you can see, but it's so cold out that the snow is not melted and heavy. It's like that powder. I could probably get a leaf blower and blow this whole place clean. But nevertheless, I'm walking back and forth. I end up getting a nice Canadian penny, and I'll show you that in a little bit. For my second good find of the day, I believe I came up with a large cent. Look at this. It looks like it was hit by something. It's so cold out that my GoPro has to sit in my pocket. I can't put it on my stand. So I don't have my stand with me, but this is definitely a large cent. I won't be doing a lot of live digs, like I said, because my GoPro would have to sit outside in the cold, and these things do not work in the winter, let me tell you. So I've got heat pads in my pocket, keeping this thing warm, and trying my best to do whatever I can to make a halfway decent video. But look at that, a large cent. Won't know what that is until I clean it up, what year. I don't even know what way she's facing. She's crusty, but I'll clean up for the wrap up. Mikey should be here pretty soon, purchasing a few things, so he'll be back when he's done, and we'll see what we can find. Well, that Canadian penny, it's a 1945 Canadian, which is kind of nice. That would have been a weedy if it was a US. Mikey's trying to clean up the large cent to see if he can find a date on there.
Dude, I can't see that at all.
No.
I could read 1 cent on the back of it though, clear as day.
Yeah, but the rest of it, no idea. But when I get home, I'll scrub it up, make it look pretty. So I've only done a couple passes. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mikey literally just got here. He dug up his first piece, and it was a nice piece of copper flash, or no, copper pipe or something, or a reducer, probably 1 inch to 3/4 or something like that.
Rang up a 38 on the Vanquish.
Yeah, that was probably sounded nice. So I've only got a couple hours, and I think we're going to be frozen to death by then, because like I said, it's 22 degrees. There is a slight breeze now. My toes are blue. So let's keep hunting, see if we can find some more large cents. Well, Mikey didn't last long. He lasted 1 row, and he said it's too cold for him. It's just crazy. I think the temperature is beautiful. 22 degrees and about 4 inches of snow. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better metal detecting day. I hate metal detecting in the heat. He's a heat type of guy, so I end up getting another Canadian penny. It's just so gooey that I can't really clean it. I mean, my gloves are soaking wet, but they're a warm soaking wet. Like, my hands radiate so much heat that as soon as I put my hands in those cold gloves that are nearly starting to freeze, they warm right back up. I'm going to keep hunting. I have stopped picking up pennies. Mikey told me stop picking up pennies because there's a carnival that comes here, and they call it the penny carnival, and I guess a lot of games are for a penny. Nevertheless, any 25s, 26s, and 2021s, it's not happening anymore. So I'm going to cut through this a little quicker, and I'm just going to cherry pick, look for the anomalies, and hopefully pull up some good stuff. I only got, like I said, a couple hours, and that's it. And it's my birthday today, so we're going to go to Argentina's in the town of Gates to a nice Italian restaurant and cheat on my diet. I've been slimming down a little bit, lost 23 pounds. So I'm feeling good. My back is real nice. It's not sore anymore, and my clothes are fitting kind of nice. But anyhow, let me just keep scanning this. Well, I've done, I would say, almost half of this place. And I end up pulling up a shotgun stamp. Now, it's not that odd, but it would be odd in this spot. There was nothing here in the 1950s. Nothing at all. It looked like it could have been part of a field, a farm field of some sort. I'm not quite sure. Here's a shotgun stamp. It definitely is before this park ever was here. especially the condition of this. I think when this park was built, I think they were starting to use plastic shotgun stamps and not the paper cartridge. But anyhow, I don't know how much more I'm going to do. My metal detector ended up breaking. I had to flip it upside down. I'm trying to like cradle my arm in here so I don't put so much stress on my forearm, which is burning, let me tell you. Especially with using an 11-inch coil and the snow that's gathering up on here. It's not gathering too much, it comes off fairly easy. It's so cold in here, it's not really melting, but the ground is warm, and you can see my gloves are a little muddy. I'm going to do a little bit more and probably come back another time to finish this up. If there was one 1800 coin here, there's got to be something else in here. There is an awful lot of pennies, and I have been skipping over all the 25s, 26, and 2021s. I'm not digging up any more pennies. I mean, there's thousands here, thousands. So if anybody is looking to get a collection of old copper pennies, there's a bunch of them here. How many of them are going to be Wheaties, I have no idea, but let me keep going. Temperature's starting to drop worse than it already is. There is some more old here. A Merc. 1845, look at that. Nice. A little bit of silver here. I have not checked the hole to see if there's any friends, so I'm going to do that right now. Everything's just so wet and gooey. Let me check. I think my shovel's in the way. I thought I heard something else. Something right there. And my battery's almost dead. I've got all sorts of problems today. Battery's almost dead in my pinpointer. Looks like it's right here. Wherever it is, it's in this. I think. Oh, there it is. That would explain why it was ringing up a 30. Silver dime and a penny. Okay. Let me keep going. Well, this was a quick, short little hunt of a very small park. I only had 2 hours. I wasn't able to finish it, but by the time this video gets released, we'll have the rest of it done. With that 2-hour hunt, we did probably almost half of the one section, and then there's a little bit of green left in other locations of that park. There's not as much green as there was that we hunted. We normally do permissions, but since the snow was so deep and it was my birthday, I wanted to get out and do something. We decided to hit a park, and I've never done this place before, so it was kind of neat. The place was littered with thousands of pennies. I just was high-toning it. I wanted to collect a bunch of quarters and see what else there was high-toning there. Maybe I could pick up a ring that was around a 28 or something like that. But this is what I end up getting. And some of the pennies, they were so mucky and dirty that I couldn't even tell. I knew they were a penny, I just couldn't tell what variety or whatever. And I ended up finding a Wheatie, which is nice. And there's probably a lot more there. A lot of 25, 26s. Just hundreds on top of hundreds of them. Not including the 2120s, which is usually the zinc pennies for the Equinox 800. But I end up getting $4.59 in change, everywhere from 1841 to 2023. Shotgun stamp, which is very old. They would have been shooting nothing in that place for a very long time. End up getting a 1945 Canadian penny, a 1978, in 1982. And I only thought I ended up getting 1 or 2 of those, and I found another one in a cluster of pennies. A 1952 wheat penny, not super old. 1945 mercury dime, and an 1841 large cent. That was the best I could do, is taking the ding out of it. So I was able to use a mallet and put it between a book and try to get it a little bit flatter. It's the best it's going to get. Some kind of weird tag, probably came off of a telephone pole. Southwest 141940A, I think that is, or maybe that's a 4. I think that's an A. No idea what that means. But I think that was a pretty good hunt. 2 hours of a park I never been to. Really was surprising. I can't believe I ended up getting an 1841 large cent in the baseball field. This was a nice quick little hunt. If you enjoy this, I have a video every single week, and hopefully see you next week. Thanks. Bye.